Chiquita! Welcome to another episode of the Rant Show. For those of you wondering what the heck I just said, I said Uchu Kita, which is the catchphrase for Kamen Rider Fourze, the latest of the Kamen Riders. What does that mean? It means it's space time! Because Kamen Rider Fourze has an astronaut in outer space theme. First and foremost, let me say that these review things that I've been doing, I realized that the original intent for the Rant Show was supposed to be about me ranting about different things. So I'm probably going to put the review idea that I have into a separate thing I'll call how about raving reviews? Raving as in raving. So this will be I'll put all the other review things I did in that category, and with this what I have today, I'm not sure whether to put it in raving reviews or have it be a Rant Show thing. Because this thing isn't really readily available. But at any rate, I'm going to talk about it. I got this in the mail around a week ago because of Amazon. I was thinking about doing it, showing it to you, but I wanted to play it, make sure it was good. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about playing, it's a PSP game. Yeah, I still got the original. Why? Because the Vita is $250. Yeah. Anyway, it's a PSP game, and turn the sucker on here. And we start up. Give it a second. My PSP is a little slow on the takeoff. Oh, I paused it right between the fight between Black and Shadow Moon. So, there you go. You might be able to hear a little background music. Let me turn it up. Maybe you can hear it. Can you hear that? Can you see that? That's me. And this is the bad guy I'm fighting. This is a fighting game called... Hold on a second. Called Kamen Rider Climax Heroes Fourze. What does that mean? It's a Kamen Rider fighting game for the PSP. Yeah, this is pretty much just me showing off that I have a Japanese game. That's why I was hesitant, because it's, look at this. All of this Japanese up front, all of it on the back, everything in the game is Japanese. There's just about no English on this, That's why I was hesitant. I mean, at least with the Ultraman thing I did, you had English subtitles. This has got jack in the terms of English. But, I've been playing it for a while. I'm actually, excuse me, the cherry coke I was drinking earlier is coming back on me. The Ultraman DVD had subtitles. This didn't have jack. That's why I was hesitant. But I've been playing it for a while, and I've actually gotten about 63% of the story mode complete. And story mode involves doing various missions as various Kamen Riders. What's Kamen Rider? For those of you that don't know, a Kamen Rider, well, is these guys. Actually, these two dudes here on the side wearing the green and black costumes with the red scarves. Yeah, those were the very first two Kamen Riders. They came out in the 1960s, I think is right. then the overall idea is Kamen stands for mass, so you have masked rider. The rider part comes from the fact that they ride motorcycles. Kamen Riders are basically a one-man army to stand against an army of monsters that's trying to take over the world. And they've had 40 different Kamen Riders right now. This is main riders, title riders. You know, the ones that are the title character. That's not even including the secondary riders, which are Kamen Riders that come in about somewhere between like 10 and maybe 15 episodes in. They introduce a secondary Kamen Rider. Right now, the series it's on is this guy, Kamen Rider Fourze, the dude with the big rocket on his arm. Fourze's powers is he uses this belt, which you can actually buy. If I ever get enough money to order it, because I've seen it for $88 in collector condition on Amazon.com. It's the shipping that would kill me, because I added it up. It's $88, which is not all that bad considering that belt, that the toy belt based on that belt he's wearing would have to ship from Japan. So $88 is not all that bad, really, considering it's an import. But it's the import shipping that would kill me, because it's 50 some odd bucks. I added it together. In total, it came to like 138.8, so 138.80. Yeah, hopefully, I hope a lot of friends and family might see this little video, because I'm going to put it on Facebook too. And I hope they'll see it and maybe send me some Amazon gift cards. As early birthday presents. Just saying. And man, that camera can really pick up when I have not shaved. Oh well. So this thing. What can Fourze do? Well, he uses that belt, and you can see the little things sticking in it. Those are called Astro Switches. And he uses these switches, he turns them on, and they summon little weapons like that rocket he's got on his arm. Actually, the number 1 Astro Switch, because they're numbered 1 through 40. The number 1 Astro Switch summons that big rocket. And if he uses it with number 3, which is the yellow switch, you can kind of see right there, that's drill. Summons a big drill that'll attach to his leg. He can perform, if he uses both of those together, just adjusting here. Oh, I got my Xbox controller still sitting there. I'll just put that off to the side. He uses that, summon a big drill thing that will definitely increase his kicking ability. He uses the rocket to like shoot up into the air, and then he'll come crashing back down, kind of using the rocket as a rocket, booster engine to boost his momentum, and the drill will be the striking device, and that's his special rider kick. Pretty much every Kamen Rider has a rider kick. That's the signature finishing maneuver for a Kamen Rider, is a super powerful kick-based attack that destroys the monster of the day. And that is the first finisher Fourze has. He gets more as as his powers develop. He gets access to more Astro Switches, gets different finishers based on what they can do. But that's his first one. And all Kamen Rider finishing maneuvers for Fourze are called limit breaks. Yeah, there's a lot of video game references I think are subtle in this, because, well, on Fourze's arms and on his legs, he has these little modules that are different shapes. He has a circle on one arm, oh, hang on. Maybe I can find a good picture here. Yeah, here we go. This is the actual biography page inside the manual for the game for Fourze. He has a circle on one arm, a square on another, an X on one leg, and a triangle on the other. those correspond to Astro Switch shapes. Different Astro Switches come in different shapes, and they come in one of those 4 shapes. I know Rocket is a circle-based one, so it'll be summoned on that arm that has the circle on it. And Drill is a triangle, so it'll be summoned on that leg that has the triangle. Yeah, anybody who knows video games should recognize those shapes. Circle, square, X, and triangle. Anybody thinking that? Yep. For Sony PlayStation. That's what I thought. And limit break. Well, Final Fantasy fans should know what a limit break is. It's special attack. So, yeah. So he's got like a slight video game thing going on with his fighting abilities, and then like his overall theme is space themed. Fourze, of course, you know, since Fourze's name is in the title, has to be in here. Then you get a handful of classic Kamen Riders. You get the first 2, number 1 and number 2. The only way to differentiate them is one has white gloves and white boots, and the other has red gloves and red boots. Then over here you have Kamen Rider V3, version 3, so 3rd Kamen Rider ever. Down here, this little psycho-looking dude, that's Amazon. By the way, really fun to play as him because he just goes, you know what, ape you know what on the bad guys when you fight. And then we have Black, Kamen Rider Black, and Black RX, which are actually the same guy, just with 2 different sets of powers. Then we get into the more modern riders that started like around 2000. You get Kamen Rider Kuga, Kamen Rider Agito, Kamen Rider Ryuki, which some people may know as Dragon Knight thanks to CW. Kamen Rider, where is he? Fives, Kamen Rider Fives. Kamen Rider Blade, which I have ordered a DVD of that is supposed to include the movie based on it. So when that, if and when that gets here, probably do a review of that on Raving Reviews. And then we have Kamen Rider. Where is he? Where is he? Where's my finger? There it is. Kamen Rider Hibiki. Right here. It's Hibiki. And then Kabuto. Kamen Rider Kabuto with his hand raised up. Deno is directly below him. Kiva is across from Kabuto. Decade, they're in pink. Some people say magenta, but come on, pink is pink. And then the last 2 riders before Fourze, Kamen Rider Double, which is the black and green guy up top, and Kamen Rider O's down here on the bottom. All of them have access to pretty much all their powers that they had from the show. And Fourze has access to the first 4 Astro Switches that he has, which are Rocket Launcher, which is a missile launching thing that attaches to the to his leg, and Drill, and Radar. The only problem I have with fighting as Fourze in this game is why they included Radar. Because Radar in the show acts like a satellite phone that he can use to contact his friends for help. In the game, it doesn't do jack against the bad guys, which is why I usually try to substitute it for Fire, which will change Fourze into his Fire States. Yes, I said states. They add an extra S for like no reason. Instead of saying Fire State, it's Fire States. But Fire Switch will turn him into Fire States, and the Elec Switch will turn him into Electric form, or Electric States. So I try to substitute Radar. Yeah, I just used the box to scratch my nose, so what? So, yeah, this is just me showing off. This is a good game. If you could import it and you have a PSP, I recommend it. But this is just me raving about how much I enjoy having a Japanese game. So, see ya. Oh, and one more time. Uchukita!